Welcome! We are Two Finger Spirits. Today we've got Booker's the Tagalong batch. We've done a few of these Bookers, right?
Yeah, I gotta tell you, my favorite part about the Bookers is the packaging.
Really?
I do love the whiskey, don't get me wrong, but something about looking at that box and the whiskey on the shelf, it's classic.
Yeah, I've seen people do cool things with the box. They've done smokers and built shelves and all kinds of creative things, but I'm not the creative type myself. This comes with a cool little card that tells you the batch history and the story and all the blends that came from it.
Alright, well what batch is this?
This is, like I said, this is 2021-02, so second batch of this year. So we did the Donahoe's, which was the first batch of this year.
Alright, and this is the Tagalong?
Yeah, Tagalong, which is, you know, it's named after Booker, who is, I think, Jim Beam's son or grandson. I think it's his grandson. And he learned by tagging along with Jim Beam in the distillery, learned how to do his craft, and now, I believe it's Fredno that's the master distiller there now. So, I got some vital stats on it. And during my looking up at this, I guess it was Booker that actually came up with the term small batch, which most of us loathe that term, but he's the one you want to tell him. It's a small one. So Booker's Bourbon Batch 2021-02 Tagalong Batch. Distillers Jim Beam, Suntory Beam, Suntory. Mash bill is 77 corn, 13% rye, 10% malted barley. Of course, it's new charred oak barrels. This age is 6 years, 5 months, 0 days. Proof is 127.9.
127.9, that's a nice high proof.
So it's cask strength, it's non-filtered, natural color. Yeah, Booker was the grandson of Jim Beam.
Oh, well, that solves that question.
Yeah. You got a nice dark copper.
Yeah, this is one of the darker ones.
This is why I love cask strengths. You know, they're nice, they're deep flavor.
Deep color.
Deep flavor, deep color. It's got nice viscosity. Look how slow those, you can't see it on screen, but how slow those legs run down.
Actually, you can see it really well. Looks nice.
When I was drinking this last night, I didn't get the typical peanut notes that I usually get with these Booker's batches. But today, right before the video, I had a little sip, and I'm getting more peanuts out of it today than I did. I'm getting botanicals, herbal. I get chocolate, and I get some mustiness.
I get mustiness, but it's like an okay mustiness. It's not like a disgusting mustiness, like when you like leave your glasses in the dishwasher. Not like that, but like a good must. Look, even the audience is having problems. It's so high proof.
WTF.
Burns everyone knows.
So the thing with nose and whiskey is that, you know, especially with these high proof ones, you get a lot of ethanol, which really I'm not getting too much on the nose for this one. But what I like to do is when I'm sipping my glass at night, I don't rinse it when I go to bed. I put it on the counter, much like I did here last night, and I leave just a tiniest bit in the bottom, and I smell it the next day to see what I get without the ethanol. And it really usually brings out a lot of characteristics, and you really can smell it without the ethanol.
I smelled it. That glass stunk.
This glass, you and the audience didn't like it. I like it. I get citrus, I get oak, I get the botanicals, I get cinnamon, nutmeg. So it's nice. Try that at home. Drink your whiskey, leave it until morning, and then smell your glass, and you'll pick up on some neat aromas. All right, what do you say? Well, let's get to tasting, huh?
Let's taste this thing. Now that we're 5 minutes in, we haven't even sipped it yet. Wow, that coats the mouth.
It feels nice. You get a little bit of that heat from the high proof. I get definitely the chocolate and peanut butter. Those little hot candies again. Those
Wait, hot tamales or something?
Red Hots,
Well,
hot
what are those
tamales.
things?
I think
I get a little cinnamon
Red
on
Hots,
that.
A little bit of cinnamon. I get maybe just a hint of like vanilla, caramel, and then some like.
I get a little of the chocolate.
Yeah, that's one of the main features I get.
I get more on the finish, so I know I'm jumping ahead, but that's a little dominant at the end for me.
Yeah, it is. But on the palate, my first reaction is I get the peanut with chocolate. And then it kind of mingles with some cinnamon, some caramel, some vanilla, some dry oak. It really has good coverage on the palate. And then the finish is nice. I get a little like leather, which is in my profile that I prefer in a lot of my whiskeys. I like that nice dry leather. Sometimes it comes with tobacco. So I get that leather on the finish. Dry oak.
I get the sweet tobacco in it.
Do you? I'm getting a little bit more leather than tobacco on this one. A lot of times I get the tobacco and leather together. For me, it's more isolated leather on this one. But I like it. I like the finish. It is excellent, but we've done a few of these Bookers now, and we've been drinking whiskey for a while, and we've liked the higher proof stuff.
Oh yeah.
And for me, it's just not that great of a value as it was to me a year ago with the advent of all these other things coming in. We got the Barrel putting out pretty much
Barrel
cash strength all the time.
They put out like the
stuff
best
is
product.
Phenomenal. We just did the Jack Daniel's single barrel proof. That's what, $65, I think.
Well, yeah, that's definitely a keep in stock without a doubt. And it's a Jack Daniel's product, which actually makes me laugh.
Yeah, because I've never been a Jack fan, but I love that single barrel proof. And Pete turned us on to that. Pete and James, they're like a mentor to me and teaching me a lot about whiskey.
And me too.
I'm forever grateful because I might not have ever tried that, and I think Pete was the first one that poured me a glass of that. So hats off to those guys. So this is the Bookers now, and for $100. I think this is around what this is going for. I think that's about what I paid for it. For me, that Jack Daniel's single barrel proof,
$60.
it's a win, right?
It's a win.
See, I tried to pay it off. I was killing the net when I was trying to pay it off.
Did you get it?
Yeah, no, I didn't get it.
I don't know. We'll be back.
So, I mean, this is great.
Maybe a once a year type deal.
But it comes out 3 times a year, so now I'm showing out $300 a year for Bookers.
That isn't our favorite.
It's just not a great value. It's good,
right.
it's delicious.
That's what
it's just not the best value, I don't think, right?
Right.
I'll probably get a few more until they really start disappointing me, but I think my money's better off spent elsewhere. Even that little book was like $120, and
it's good. These are good.
Yeah,
the value's not there.
The value's not there, especially with all these other competitive ones. We can't get the Smoke Wagon here, but we had the Uncut Unfiltered.
Oh my God, that's so good.
That was fantastic. The
That
Jack Daniel's single barrel, that was fantastic. All the barrel
barrels are so
craft
good.
spirits. So there's just so many out there.
For a little bit cheaper.
The Elijah Craig comes out, I think, 3 times a year with their barrel proof, and we've done a few of those. Waiting for C to come out, I think. We've had A and B this year. So, yeah, I mean, that's my take on it. You have anything you want to add?
I like it. I'm getting into the higher proofs. I was that guy that wanted the 80 proof for the longest time,
Yeah.
and now as you get more sophisticated,
Yeah,
I really do enjoy this. But like you said, like that's the word I was looking for. The value isn't there. Like it's a little on the pricey side for something that's good, but for the money I can get something else.
especially with all the new competition.
There's
right?
so many great products
So
out
many
there,
great
and we've been
barrel-proof
enjoying a
products.
lot of them.
Yeah.
But don't get me wrong, this is still good. And would I buy this once a year? Probably.
Yeah.
Would I buy it more than once a year? Probably not.
But they're coming out with it 3 times a year.
I'll buy one of them.
So we had the Donahos, we had this one. We'll see what the third one is.
We'll probably get it.
Probably get it. We'll go halvesies.
Yeah, that sounds good. Let's do that.
We'll keep it at my house. Hey, thanks for joining us. If you like the video, subscribe, like it, hit the bell so you get notified. Share it on your social media. And thanks for joining us. We really appreciate each and every one of you. Cheers.
Cheers, everybody.